guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you 30 random facts about myself. I was tagged by Kelly at Freedom in a Budget to do this tag. I'm going to leave her channel in the description box. Go watch her 30 random facts video. She is a sweetie, and so at her request, I'm going to tell you guys 30 random facts about me. I'm going to kind of try to move quickly because the first random fact, and something you guys probably already know, is I like to talk. So I can pretty much talk about anything to anyone. It kind of drives my husband crazy, but I am definitely a talker. Second random fact is somebody pointed out, one of my friends here on YouTube, that I never really say my name, or that they really didn't know what my name was. So my name is Eyesight. You know, I definitely don't have a keychain or a coffee mug with my name on it. It's spelled Jaisa. Where I live, there's a couple people with that name actually, and my parents chose it because of an old department store or something like that. And so I once had a professor that called me Jaisa for, I don't know how long's a semester, but the entire semester, and I just didn't have the heart to correct him. He was such a sweetheart. So pretty much whatever anybody calls me, some form of Jaisa, I just answer to and kind of roll with it. The third thing is I have really bad eyesight, really bad eyesight. I wear contacts. I've worn glasses since I think the second grade, and I just absolutely positively can see nothing without my contacts and or my glasses. Number 4 is chewing makes me insane. You are chomping carrots next to me, I'm nuts. I just cannot even handle it. It's like I'm not an easily irritated person, I don't think, but chewing is one of those things. Number 5 is I love the sunshine. I know it's not the best thing for me, but I could sit in the sun all day, as I'm sure I got a lot of sun this weekend, so I'm sure you're seeing the aftermath of me loving the sun. But I just love to be outside. I love sitting in the sunshine. I don't do the tanning bed anymore, but I still like to tan a lot. I live in the country, middle of nowhere country. We are in what I like to call a retail desert. So there's banks and a local teeny grocery store, some gas stations, and then you can get to anything and numerous of them in 30 minutes. I can drive east, west, north, or south 30 minutes in whatever direction, and I have every store imaginable, but I have to drive 30 minutes. Walmart is a commitment. Target is a bigger commitment. So it's kind of odd, but we absolutely love living in the country, and we wouldn't change it for anything. The next one is that I was married at 20. The next one is I don't drink alcohol at all. I haven't drank alcohol since I was pregnant with my oldest son, and it's kind of a personal conviction, I just don't care to do it. So that's kind of something that everybody always brings up, and then is oh, well, I don't do this or that, and I'm I don't care. I mean, I don't do it, but that doesn't mean I don't think you should. My favorite color is gray, and my kids like to tease me about that, and are just, gray is such a boring color, but it's my favorite. Only coffee drinker in my entire family. Of course, my husband is the only other adult that could drink it here, but my parents don't drink it, my brother and sister don't drink it, their significant others don't drink it. It's kind of a weird thing. I hate to drive. I want my husband to drive everywhere all the time. I spend so much time in the car, but I just hate driving. I work at a dental office, which is kind of odd because the next one, the number 13, is that I went to school for early childhood and elementary education, but I didn't graduate. Right when I was about to do my student teaching, I got pregnant with my son, and so I quit college to stay at home with him. And so that's just kind of the way it worked out. And now I work at a dental office. I love to binge watch Netflix a lot. We will start a show, and we have stayed up till 2 and 3 in the morning just watching it because we can't quit. We love crime. We loved Friday Night Lights. We've watched all of Blue Bloods. Like, we watched Blue Bloods. That was one we just couldn't quit. So I am a Netflix binge watcher for sure. I like to drink out of plastic cups. I don't like glass. I have a Yeti cup, but I prefer plastic, like my plastic Disney mugs actually normally. Number 16 is retail is my most favorite job that I have ever had. I worked for Bath & Body Works. Actually, my dear, dear friend is the manager at Bath & Body Works, and I worked for her. It just didn't work with my kids' schedule with sports and stuff, but it was my most favorite job I've ever had. I absolutely loved working there. I am a great swimmer. It's the only athletic thing that I'm good at, and I was a lifeguard in high school. I never paint my fingernails. I can count on my right hand how many times my fingernails have been painted as an adult. I just don't like it. It's kind of like it always chips off, and then I get frustrated, and I just don't spend money on manicures. I don't like animals. How many people is that gonna make sad? But they're okay from afar. I like the zoo. We have 2 barn cats and they're fine, but I don't want them to touch me. I don't want them in my house. I'm just not an animal person. The next one is I think a lot about homeschooling my kids. I don't know if we will ever do it. Right now, my son is in 2nd grade. My younger son is in a transitional kindergarten private school, and he'll go to public with my other son next year. I just don't know. I don't know what the right thing is for my family, so I'm not sure yet. 21 is that I really wanted a belly button ring growing up. Begged my parents from probably 14 years old until they told me I could get it at 18. And when I turned 18, I no longer wanted a belly button ring, so I didn't get it. I used to get really, really homesick, which is kind of weird because now we travel often and I don't get homesick at all. But as a child, I would get super, super homesick. I like to clean a lot. I like to dust, and I like to vacuum, and I like to scrub, and I hate laundry. It's this weird thing where my house will be perfectly clean, or as close to perfectly clean as I get, and I'll have 90 loads of laundry to do, or laundry not put away. I am a protective mom. Not in the sense of oh my gosh, don't do that dangerous thing. My kids ride dirt bikes, they do backflips off of picnic tables and porches, and that doesn't bother me, but I'm protective about their heart, nervous as to what somebody could say to them, or what they're listening to, or what they're being influenced by. And I'm protective in the way of I don't like when people drive my kids that aren't me or my husband, or I don't like them to spend the night away, and they don't like it either. So it's just one of those things. I'm kind of protective. I like to wear flip-flops. I prefer to wear flip-flops, and I live in Pennsylvania, so it is cold here often, and I don't get to wear flip-flops, but as soon as it hits 55, I get my sandals and my flip-flops out. I hate tennis shoes. If I'm at home, I am always in bare feet, so I prefer just bare feet or flip-flops all the time. I have never been to Disney as a child. I love Disney. We go all the time, but I've only ever been there as an adult. My parents didn't take me as a child. Number 27 is I have actually had a very, very serious medical condition related to a pregnancy. And that is part of my husband and I's testimony, and we are going to share that someday. It means that we can't have any more babies, but it's something about me that I'm sure that many of you didn't know. I am very, very close to my family. My parents are always over, my brother and sister are always over. I don't know how much I'll ever show them in videos, but I'm very, very close to them, and they are very close to my children. I think lipstick is annoying. Not on anybody else. I love it when other people wear it, but it drives me nuts, that feeling of lipstick. So I wear matte lip gloss most of the time, or type of lip gloss that I can stand. I get really sentimental. I get sentimental often about things like my kids growing up. I don't memories. When I think about memories, I get really, really sentimental, and it's something that can make me cry. Just thinking about my kids being babies, or stuff that's happened in the past. I don't know, I'll remember a time and I'll just start thinking and feel sad about it. So I can get sentimental. I'm not like a crier about other things, but when I start thinking about memories, I get really sentimental. And the last one is nobody in my, I guess, real life except for my husband knows about my YouTube channel. I almost told my sister the other day, but then I kind of got nervous and I just decided not to tell her. And so if you're in my real life and you watch my videos and you don't know, not that this like isn't my real life, but you know what I mean. Like if you know me in person and see me and you watch my videos, comment, because I don't think anybody knows about it except for my husband. So thank you guys. That is the 30 random facts about me. I'm going to tag Haley's Housewife Life, Life of Valerie Allison, and Faith, Family, and Frugality. Guys, if you want to do the tag, go ahead and do it and comment below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.